Welcome to the Vortex, the Time Vortex. This is Strato Time! Lord Strato here for another episode of Dark Tower on Roll20.net.
There, Tyler.
We're good?
Alright, so we start working on the stuff. I guess they start rebuilding the stage.
We'll make it better than new. Hopefully.
So everybody's together right now, so
Well,
Harvin is gonna walk up to Narful, and he's gonna. Okay, I know that what he just said is not completely true. I can hear it in his voice. What actually happened?
I look at Landely, I look at Diana, and I go, ask one of those two. I don't want to get into it anymore.
Hardwin, you were there when
Yes, but he doesn't know who started the fire.
Yeah.
That is what he's asking for.
The
He doesn't
situation
know.
is
I mean,
handled.
keep in mind-
Don't worry
Keep in
about
mind,
it.
oh yeah, you were busy when I walked up and said, was this my mother?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was one working on helping with the water.
He ran to the bucket line before I even got to Nothville.
Exactly. I was the first one.
Things happened. Hearts were broken. I punished people. If need be, I'll punish them more. It's all that matters. It was only a stage, wasn't a house. If it had spread farther, I'd have been madder, but it didn't. Thankfully.
So we need to come up with about 20,000 gold.
Who, what now?
For why?
So we can go talk to the other dwarves and the elves much faster. Yes, dragons are fast, but giant circular
Yeah.
portals are faster. Would you not agree?
I don't know if I got 20,000 gold just laying around.
I know.
I've got like 2.
It's either that or 2 diamonds worth 10,000 gold.
A little short on those 2.
Sounds like we need to go on an adventure and hopefully find some things.
I like the way you think.
I agree.
It'll be a
'Cause I
change
don't
from the
know.
humdrum change. Well, other than me going and probably selling an estate down in Fort Sister.
Yeah, but even that may not give us enough. I mean, I could sell an apple. I mean, I'm sure somebody would pay well over
Slap you for
20,000
that
gold.
comment.
Hey,
I don't think that's a good idea.
it was a suggestion. I didn't say I was going to do it. It's like, I think I know why the Red Queen likes you. You're very hitty like she is.
Not though.
But,
I'm gonna hit you too. Shut up.
just saying. But yeah, so I think we may need to go. I don't know where we could find that much money.
Well, we could, I guess we could check out like one of the towers. I don't know.
We've checked out most of the towers. I mean, we could... The only other option I can see is maybe seeing about going down to Fort Sister and seeing if they know of a place nearby.
Well, we just go ask, hey, do you have any ruins that no one explores that might have tons of money in them?
Basically.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
Miley, do you tell them about the your will and testament?
Oh, by the way, I apparently got 3 slaves the other day.
Oh, well,
You bought slaves?
I didn't
congratulations,
lie, I
and you're a
received.
terrible person.
You're a horrible person? Why is she a horrible person?
She has slaves.
It's because my father left them to me.
Oh, well, you're less horrible.
Are you going to free them?
I have to get down there first to do that.
To Fort Sister we go.
Guess we'll go to Fort Sisters so you can do that?
I smell
maybe-
a plot hook.
Or maybe steal some of your father's ill-gotten gains and put them to good use?
Possibly.
See, I can think sometimes as I look at Diana and laugh.
Take a step back.
I'm not convinced.
I'm not convinced.
Alright. So, how do you want to go to Fort Sister? Do you want to use the portal?
Well,
Why?
Probably we should take the portal since my wife is pregnant and is going to pop sometime soon.
Probably.
it seems like a good idea.
By the way, you do remember me telling you that you're going to be the godchild of my daughter, right?
Oh, it's a
So,
daughter
like,
now.
It
We
was a
actually know
daughter.
the gender.
I've always known the gender.
Good for you. I already knew you were going to do that as soon as Marcus made Diana his godmother.
You're best suited. At least you'd not treat her, how you were.
Nope.
I couldn't think of anybody better, to be honest. And, Diana's not real good at the girly things.
Man.
Your sergeant's like, well, if there's nothing else, sir, I'll be getting the men up and helping them fix this. The stage.
By the way, Frank, when are you going to ever get married?
My horse died. When hell freezes over, sir.
So tomorrow.
I haven't
I don't
found
get it.
something worthy of. I'm a dwarf. There's not too many female dwarves around. Well, since we do found some other some dwarves, I may take a trip one time up there. But
You're going to be
he might
taking
get
a trip
lucky
up
and find
there
a merchant
anyway.
in town.
You don't know it, but we're going to be moving cities here soon.
yes, I know, sir. We're going to Lightsbreach, sir. And yes.
There's going to be dwarves in Lightsbreach,
A lot of them.
so you might find one.
Are you trying to say that you're ordering me to find a wife, sir?
No, I just want something to pick on you about.
I see, sir. Well, don't hold your breath, sir. I'm not exactly the most fun person to be around.
Yes, because I was.
From what I was told, that she basically landed on your lap.
Something like that.
But I'm
Basically.
You didn't have to work too hard. It was like, this is your wife now. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yes, well, when a giant black dragon tells you this is your wife, you don't tend to argue with him.
I see.
Just kind of go with it. She's a nice gal.
Giant platinum dragon.
No. He's black. She's platinum. Or mithril. I'm sorry. It's mithril. So yeah, it was a whole hubbub of things. But anyway, yeah, go about your... Get this thing fixed. This whole damn kerfuffle of shit. Really getting tired of everybody burning down our town.
That's right. There's got to be another way to do a Robin Hood movie. Oh, sorry.
Oh god, no.
Sorry. I had to do that.
I thought this is all just a movie.
Cut! That's a wrap.
Alright.
I guess we will prepare to go to lovely Fort Cistern.
So,
See your family, Landoli.
Yay! Don't forget to bring your deer.
A deer?
You know,
Oh my
your food.
Oh god.
I think I'll be alright.
alright.
I just have to say the H word and something usually appears.
Well, you have to be hungry too, as well.
Yeah, I know.
Which you aren't because you just ate breakfast.
Yep.
And a nice, decent big breakfast too.
Yes.
Dire boar kind of fills it up.
Yep.
It was a
And
little-
I'm
little
never
chewy.
going to tell my wife about this if I say I'm hungry. Things appear, because I think that would just make her mad too.
Lillian Storm goes over to you, Diane, and is like, am I going to?
Yes, you'll be coming with us.
I expected as much. I'll get everything ready. So, you want to leave in the afternoon right now, or what? Because you are just teleporting, so.
That is true.
I need to go get my stuff, and then I'll be ready to go. Just in case, you know.
I don't think we need that one wand that Harwin bought. We could probably sell that off.
Oh yeah.
How many charges does it have left on it?
Let me look.
I think doesn't Landley have the wand?
I do. That's why I said let me look.
Oh, okay. Didn't hear that.
$29 charges remaining on that wand of inflict
Okay.
wounds.
Yeah.
I mean, we could use it to torture people with.
That seems unnecessary.
Just look at Nothville.
What?
The vision of Nothville is torture enough.
Okay.
Each charge is about 15 gold, so that's how much it would sell that for.
It's a fair bit amount of money.
$435 gold.
So yeah.
All right.
If I remember right, wasn't it me who actually bought the one
Yep.
and kept it?
This is going to the pool of the $20,000 we need.
Alright. So, go ahead and teleport you guys down to Fort Sister.
Yay.
Tarkin greets you, and Tarkin's like, okay, are you guys ready? And then he did message them down. When you arrive at the launch at the teleport pad, I guess, in Fort Sister, you see at least 20 armed guards in full plate mail with shields and spears. And they
I'm guessing they're your escort.
Yeah. And they drop to their knees and bow their heads.
I turn and I look at Diane.
I nod my head and say, at ease, or something. I don't know. I guess that's what I'm supposed to say.
They get back up, and you see the Lord of Fort Sister walk up to you and is like, Your Majesty, and he gets down on one knee and puts his head down to the ground. You honor us with your presence. We have set up a banquet for you this evening in your honor of coming there to a humble city. As you walk out, the fort is pretty much on a massive landmass, so it's just this giant city that sits, and two massive rivers are across it. You do see several, you do see two bridges that cross this way and then this direction as well, going towards the fort. But when they get close to the fort, you do see that there's a drawbridge section so that the people in the fort can lift the bridge up so that anyone that tries to attack the fort from the land, you have to cross the river to get to it. So it pretty much can only be attacked from the water, but you also do see what looks like a mechanism in near the river front, and you do see like some chains of some kind. So that
Very defensible.
Yeah, very defensible fort. You do see massive catapults. Decent sized city. There are farms dotted along this area here. Not as big as some of the farms in your guys' city, so they're not as pronounced, but definitely enough to keep the city fed and working. And now, Phil, you do recognize a boat in. There are a few boats there that are kind of set up in the port, like warships of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
You do recognize one of them, and Diana as well, recognize them as one of the ships from the old lands and that you came from. You can definitely tell Romania ships are different quality from yours and different make and everything. So you can definitely tell this came from somewhere else. This probably a decent number of people, at least 30,000, if not more, people in the state. A decent sized fort. Majority of the fort, though, is armed guards, though. At least, and there's more outside the city as well. So, but there's more population outside the fort. But right now, inside the fort, you see 30,000. There's probably a lot more living around. The Lord's like, what pleasure do we owe your grace, your presence? Of course, you do not need to visit us. You are more than welcome. Come anytime.
I seek to better understand the people who live in Fort Sister, as I have not been here myself. Also, some of my companions had business in the city.
I see, Your Majesty. Well, I know it's rather forward of us, but there was a couple of criminals that need to be dealt with according to the laws, and I was going to preside over these criminals and punish them according to the laws. And since you are here, I cannot, in right conscience, have them punished if the true ruler and the final say of your word is here. I ask that you preside over and judge these mortals. so that they may, but so everyone can witness the fury of your justice.
I look at Diana real quick and go, those ships are not Romanian.
Yes, I'm very aware. I have a funny feeling that Landley's father may have something to do with that.
So,
You're saying this out loud, right?
yes.
He goes,
Yeah.
yes. There was we saw some fires that were not the second sister coming from the island over here. We did take some of our warships to see what it was, and it was a group of people claiming to be from another land. Of course, they were led by a gentleman that you found guilty of some atrocity,
Yes.
and he led them to. He swore allegiance to Romania and said there was no reason that his family would not. That he cut all ties from the other world that he came from. That he saw the power and strength in our ships. We took him and the rest of the people there under our banner. He proclaimed himself Lord of the people that were with him. I didn't see any of them object to that, so I simply took him as his word and gave him a station accordingly, which is why a portion of the city was built or had immense help from him. He helped build some of the farmlands, as well as establish quite a bit of sort of rebuilding livestock and what have you. Very intelligent man. Sad to see him go. And of course, Your Majesty is wise and knows punishments beyond, knows what he did wrong, and I did not question your authority.
Yes, well, I have found in my lifetime that there are many people who appear very right and kind on the surface who hide darkness within, just as there are many who seem to be criminals on the surface when really they are just a product of their situation. It's part of what makes judging so difficult. Not everyone's the same.
Indeed, Your Majesty. I leave it in your capable hands.
I nod.
Gullible.
What did you say? Kill 'em all or gullible?
Gullible.
He goes, if there's nothing, of course, you are more than welcome to come, but these are legal proceedings. I would ask you to keep the chatter to a minimum if you wish to join her. In the, if you wish to join her.
Well, what did he say?
He's basically asking me to shut up during these procedures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's looking at Nathel, Hardwin, and Landley and saying, if you want to join us, you can. But if just keep it down, the talk down to a minimum when you're at the proceedings. If you wish to join us.
You guys don't need to feel obligated to. It might be best if while I'm taking care of this business, you guys take care of what you're in the city for.
No problem with that.
I take a step forward at the particular moment. It's like, I do not mean to intrude in any rude fashion, but I did receive this letter.
Yes. Well, your lordship ladyship, I should say. You, Lady Black Raven is now your title.
It's Shadow Raven.
Well, he changed it to Black Raven, but if you wish to change it back to Shadow Raven, that is up to you.
That is what it was
said-
originally.
Throw off anything that was part of the old world. Said, I did not question him on these things. So, Lady Shadow Raven, of course, you have your wards available to you, as well as your castle, your mansion or like houses over there. If you wish to, and of course, your slaves are kept in the dungeons. All the other slaves going in the pits.
I think I will go take a look at some of the estate right now.
Very well, your ladyship. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to contact me. I'll make sure that all questions and information will be answered accordingly.
Thank you.
He directs you, Diana, to the judge's chamber.
Okie dokie.
It's kind of okay, so it's kind of Romanesque type of judges area
Mm-hmm.
where it's an open court and the people can sit like on pews on the side. So it's like a stadium of some sorts where people can sit on the sides.
Sure.
And there's a dirt open court in the middle. And there's, of course, several pikes there in the middle of the courtroom. And people are brought up to you, and you're like underneath an awning of some kind. And people are brought up to you, and they like talk to you about cases, and you are to judge on them accordingly. A few crimes, like the two crimes that mentioned are: one, someone stole from somebody, and two, another person damaged another person's goods, broken to pieces. Like this man got angry about prices of a cart, and so he smashed them. So he asked you to judge on what.
Okay. So you said the man got angry about the prices at the cart and smashed the goods?
Yes. So he basically got angry and like threw the goods on the ground and smashed them.
What would the standard, like, as written punishment for this be, sort of? I'm guessing piking.
Well, no,
Or is this one of those where it's not a specific one?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you do something that's grievously, like if you lose your temperature, that's... So if you would spend time in the boiling to bathe the dead. So in Fort Sister, they constantly, maintain the walls and stuff, and there's they have a mine, so to speak, or a water cistern on the bottom of it, and they're just maintaining it. And so people work in the depths, is basically what they call it, to fortify so the water does not get into the fort and the foundation. It's a constant process. So something like that, or he works. He basically becomes a slave of the man that he damaged the goods until he pays off the damage. An indentured servant, basically. So the government pays for the damage, and then he works for the government until it's paid off, or he works for the man until he pays off.
I mean, that seems pretty fair, all things considered.
It's better than a piking.
Yeah. I mean, I have no issue with the standard judgment. I would just say, who determines how much the product was worth?
A third-party merchant.
Okay.
So, yeah, so merchant, like another merchant that doesn't belong or isn't a friend of either both the man or the person that is, which is kind of hard for Fort
A merchant
Sisters,
who's
but,
impartial.
yeah.
Basically, somebody who would have bought the goods would be the one judging how much they were really been worth.
Okay,
Most part.
so I'm perfectly fine with that, with just the addendum that the man is perfectly able to put some of his own money towards how much the product he broke was worth. It's not like if it's 1,000 gold and he's got 500 gold sitting around, he's still got to toil for 1,000 gold.
Yeah, okay.
And the other one was what, theft?
Yeah. Now, theft, stealing is, again, like a harsh crime, and like if he had killed somebody, yeah, he'd be piked. He can be. The normal Romanian law is to remove fingers, and then if he steals again, you remove his hand. Steals a third time, he's piked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has he stolen before?
This will be his first time.
Why did he steal?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see.
Or what did he say was his reason?
His reason is that he was hungry. He needed some meat, and what he stole was a silver chalice to sell for food for himself.
Sketchy.
Does the man have a job, or is he unemployed?
Yeah, he works as like a labor for the city, like putting up pieces of the wall or like maintaining the bridges and farms and stuff like that. Basic labor.
I mean, how does that pay?
Not great, but he's got enough to.
He should be able to eat fine.
Sketchy.
Yeah, there's.
He's got a drinking addiction.
Can I meet with him?
We can tell that there's no unemployment in this city. There's zero. Everyone has a job.
Can I speak with him?
Sure. You want to roleplay that? Sure. Like, so he's down there, and the person he stole from, meaning they got him dead to rights. I mean, all the evidence. They got like three witnesses.
Yeah, I don't want to speak with him to verify whether he did it or not. I'm trying to determine why he did it, because depending on his answer will change what my punishment is.
All right. He's like, I just needed to eat, ma'am. Your Majesty, they don't pay me enough being a laborer, and I was getting hungry. Wanted a better piece of bread.
That's odd, because I've been informed here, I'd say, holding up a piece of parchment or whatever with that information I had earlier, that you make about, insert this much, which should be a perfectly good amount to afford food every day.
Majesty, no offense, but you wouldn't want to eat on that every day. It's swill. I mean, like, eating gruel every single day starts to get on a man, and I see people around me having chicken for dinner and what have you. just wanted a piece of chicken for dinner, that's all. Can a man have a little niceties every once in a while?
Can I sense motive him?
Sure.
Just to see if he's telling me the truth. Oh,
Trust no
shoot,
one.
I forgot. Oh, no, this isn't me. This is... Damn, I got my character sheets messed up again. This is going to get complicated. Give me a moment. Oh, wow. I'm less good at that than I thought. Oh, well. Let's find out. 18's not bad.
Roll my blood check, huh? Okay.
What do I think?
Yeah, doesn't seem like he's telling the truth.
He doesn't seem like he's telling the truth.
No.
He's lying about something.
Yeah, he's lying about stealing it for food. What he's lying about.
Hmm. So as I say, Mr. Whatever his name is, I'm really trying to help here. I'm willing to work with you. I think there's something going on here that I don't quite understand, and I want to make sure that you're treated fairly. And it's really not going to make this easy if you won't tell me why you stole it, because you and I both know that's not why you stole that chalice.
He looks a little nervous.
I have a 27 on my diplomacy there.
He looks nervous, and he's like, Your Majesty, I'm telling you, I just wanted some food. I mean,
I just raise an eyebrow at him.
Your Majesty, I'm tired of everything. Come on, Majesty, you. What? Look, there's a girl by the name of Lucinda. She's a really pretty girl, and I wanted to make her my wife. And I wanted to buy her something pretty, so to ask her to marry me. And I just didn't have the money, ma'am. And I was going to pay it back, I swear. I just didn't want to work so long that I'd be an old man before I could afford the real nice thing for her.
I pause for a moment. Consider that. Is this like, where are we just like speaking in a room like this, or does the way this work is like we're actually like in a courtroom, like in front of people the whole time?
Yeah, you're in front of a group of people. There's like at least 100 people here watching this court proceeding. It's like a stage, and it's basically like, the Colosseum in Rome, except it's a lot smaller, but it's designed around court. Yeah, so
People are watching intently to see what you're going to do.
a couple of the people in the stand go, take off his finger, finger. Yeah,
Is there like a bailiff or something near me? Can I lean over and just be like, can we get the crowd quiet, please?
Finger him.
I think that's the point of that. They only say it like once or twice, and then they silence themselves. It's like, like in,
They don't want to piss you off.
like they're just throwing a suggestion. Like, take off his finger! Like one guy yells, and then after he says that, he just sits back down. It's like that's the kind of court it is. It's kind of entertaining. The fans, the people in the stand are interjecting on what you should do, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird way of doing stuff, but that's the way they do it.
Let's see, he's a laborer. I need to punish him, but I don't want it to be too punishing, since it's not like it was malicious. go with... Was the chalice damaged at all, or was it returned? Or,
The chalice was not was sold off to merchants. So. And it was the until it was reported that it was stolen. Yeah, the merchant was the one that notified the guards that it was forgotten gains. They want his money returned, I guess. So he basically stole from two people in a way. Because he stole from the person, then got money from the merchant. Who might have spent the money, or who knows what happened.
Okay, so theft was involved. Somebody's out some money. How much was the chalice worth?
Only Scroll something here. $190 gold.
Oh, Jesus, he's not going to pay that back in his entire life. If he's just a regular laborer.
Quite a bit of money.
So the correct call here would be cut a finger off and call it a day.
Yeah, if it's his first time, yes. Or you can throw him in toil.
I could what?
You could make him toil in the. Basically, the worst punishment is to toil in the depths.
Here's what we're going to do. Is he right-handed?
Yes.
All right. We're going to go ahead and he's going to lose the index finger on his left hand.
Okay.
That would be generally considered to be the least important finger he has. Most people think it's a pinky. It's actually pretty important for gripping. His middle finger will just take over once he gets used to it. So he's going to lose index finger on his left hand, and I'm going to give him a very firm warning that I'm being, frankly, a bit lenient with this one, with that finger, and he should not expect such leniency if the offense happens again.
Yeah. He looks at you. Thank you, Your Majesty. And they're like, and the crowd stands up like, Finger! Finger! And they yell, and the guy pulls out like a log, and
Finger him.
a guy walks over, and then he looks at you. He puts the knife next to his finger and looks at you for a second. I give the signal.
I nod.
And he goes, whack! And the guy like screams and plays like, ah! And they grab a hot coals, like a piece of hot coal, and like stab it where his finger is to burn the flesh. And they
Really doesn't bleed to death.
yeah, and the guy grabs the finger off the ground, like walks around the area, but like, everybody's like cheering while they're looking at the finger. And he puts it on a nice silk handkerchief and hands it to you.
Gross. Oh, lovely.
And it's your trophy.
That's wonderful. I'd like to walk over to the man who just has his finger come off. And I'd just like to say, this punishment is the loss of a finger, the knowledge that everyone knows that he is a thief, and the added difficulty of doing his work. This punishment is not done for pain's sake alone, and I would like to do a lay on hands on him to soothe his pain and basically help his finger heal,
Okay.
or his stub heal.
Okay.
Do you actually want me to roll for that?
No.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure anything I roll is going to be enough.
Yeah, people in the stands like, our merciful queen has shows
Thank you.
kindness to a mere peasant. Three
Yeah, I can work.
cheers for Her Majesty the Queen. Hip hip hooray.
I can work with that reputation.
Merciful but fair.
Yeah, kind but fair. It's
You lost a finger because you stole. Sorry, that's the letter of the law.
but
Alright,
I'm not
so
gonna make it
what's
difficult
going on?
for you.
I'm sorry, Dan. What?
Nothing. Sorry, I was just talking to Nathal. You're fine.
While that was going on, what are you going to be doing? That's what you're going to be following Lanley around, or
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Italy around. I don't want her to be meet her family unprepared.
are you
Unguarded.
the same thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow as well.
So Lanley, two of your friends are in tow as you head off to the mansion of sorts. Out of all the mansions in Port Sister, you can tell that this one has got opulence galore. I mean, your father spared no expense on this sucker.
It's the best looking place in town.
Yeah. Very. It's even better looking than the headlord's mansion.
This Headlord's Mansion was probably built like 500 million years ago.
This looks really nice. And as you strode in, the maids and butlers all line up in this beautiful, perfect row as you walk in.
I wave my hand.
Good morning, lady. They all bow as you walk in. A single butler walks up to you, almost like, walks up to this right side of you. He's like, "Would you need?" He reaches to, like he's going, grabbing your weapons off of you. Do you hand him your weapons, or do you?
I just wave him off at that point. That will not be necessary.
I see your ladyship. Would you like anything to eat, or would you like me to show you around to your new?
I would like to look around first.
Of course. He snaps his hand, and just one snap, and then everybody just like hurts off and goes and does their stuff. He takes you to several buildings, like a library and such. Until you come across your stepbrother, I believe, right?
Brother, stepbrother, probably.
Yeah, brother. Okay. He's like, "Oh, look. The swine has shown up to collect her goods like a little lost chicken."
I walk up and backhand him.
He falls to the ground and he's like,
Do not
No,
speak about Commonwealth like that.
No, I don't even give him a chance to speak. I stick my butt right between his legs and start pressing down.
Oh,
he starts screaming. And like, "I figured you'd be like this. Nothing but a whore. A half whore."
I squeeze harder.
continue, and you may die from the pain.
Oh no, if he passes out, I'm gonna whack him up. And then I'm gonna continue.
Oh, glad to do it, because he's certainly need that punishment. Oh, do you
It's been
still
a
have-
long time
Wait,
since
no,
I've
so-
killed somebody.
I think you should have kept that wand of inflict wounds, because that would be perfect here right now.
Wow, I've never seen both of you just like, we need to beat the living crap out of this guy.
Back talk to you, and I slap the shit out of him, and then Yeah, crushing his nuts.
And as you crush, he's like screaming. He's like, ah.
That should be enough for now.
For now. Oh, I'm barely getting started for now.
She's just that whore's just upset that she doesn't get any more of it. She enjoyed every time I was with her.
Hey, take out my sword.
And I take my Earthbreaker out.
I have no
Oh,
qualms
wait,
with,
she
I
made
look
him
at you,
enjoy it.
Knoxville, and I'm like, I have no qualms with you castrating him.
Oh, good. And I castrate him.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, this is dark. I'm glad I'm not there.
This
Yeah,
is
You might not want to do that.
I just figured
don't
I'd
know.
say that, and then you'd watch him just run away.
Yeah, Nothville, if you do that, I gotta, I think I have to pike you.
No, I didn't kill him.
I think there's still punishment for castrating people. I'm not
You
sure you're
deserve it.
just allowed to do that willy-nilly.
You deserve it.
That is not true.
Alright, so he.
Well, I'm not there to make arguments.
Looks like he's about ready to die, because, yeah, most men can't survive that unless you heal him.
He'd probably run off before Nothville got to do anything.
What was that?
Said he'd probably run away before Nothville would do anything.
Well, how is he going to run, sir? Malcolm's got his boot on.
No, I have him pinned to the ground still.
I would make you
Nothville,
get off
do
of
you
it for a
actually
minute
castrate
before I
him?
mentioned castration. That way, at least he has a chance to run away.
Malcolm's faster than him, so.
There's not many people can outrun me.
I'll just put my hand on you, just like, no, let him run. Let him run.
Are you sure? It'll be fun.
Actually, let me roll. Yeah, let me roll. See if he's defiant. Yeah, he's not gonna back down. He's gonna stand there.
I want to make an intimidation roll on him.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Me or him?
You want to what?
I want to make an intimidation roll
Alright,
on your
Let
step.
me go back a little bit.
What?
Do you press freedom or not?
I'll hold for now. I'll have my sword next to these genitals. Quick flick of the wrist and he might be castrated.
Yeah,
If you-
he's not gonna make that. He's
If you are smart as dare do anything to her again, we will have you castrated, and we will make you eat your own testicles.
I like you.
get dark, man. We may step back a little bit, just a little bit. All right. Okay. Woo, Diana. That's a good thing Diana's not here. That's
It
all
is a very good thing I am not there.
Oh,
God, these guys are going to give
freedom.
me a bad... People are going to be like, oh man, that kind and fair queen is some really terrible companions.
That's a fucked up friend.
We are just protective over our friends and companions.
Don't worry, I'd do the same for you.
Are you sure about that?
No, I probably would have just killed him if somebody raped Diana. He wouldn't
Yeah,
have got
same
that
here.
chance.
You have two brothers, right? Landley.
2, if not more, at this point.
Yeah. The second, well, the other one that raped you, right?
Yeah.
There's two of them.
2
Yeah,
known
the
for
other
sure.
Another one walks into the room and is like, I see. The whore is back, he says, looking at us.
He turns around to that guy. As
Why are
well.
these people such dicks?
I want to roll another intimidation roll on that guy.
Like, I don't even think Diana would stand there if it's like hearing.
Look, Diana's like, nah, just pike him.
Oh,
Wow.
He drops his
look at
book
that! Another one I can castrate and feed his own testicles. Oh, maybe I should also pull
Alright,
your
You just see
eyes
you
out
slam
and
the
do your
Earthbreaker
dance.
right in front of
All
him
right,
and say,
let's calm
I
down."
missed.
yeah, calm down on the castrations for a while.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I make
So,
it to the eyes.
They kind of, he whimpers a little bit and he runs off. One of the maids does come back and is like, Your ladyship, sorry.
I didn't know your friends were so violent.
Um, he was married, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. She informs you that quote unquote mother passed away a long time ago.
That's fine. It probably wasn't my mom.
Wasn't your actual mother, but yeah, but it was a woman that was his wife, and she passed away. She was one of the ladies of Fort Sister that he married when he joined them, and she passed away maybe 3 years after they were married.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He got bored.
So they do show you around the town, and it's when you reach his study, you find the paperwork and information of all his. He's got several holdings of land, as well as probably 10,000 troops on his own, under his own leadership. As well as some horses.
Ooh,
But the
How many horses?
at least let's see, 450 horses.
Oh, damn.
He was building a stable to get cavalry. He needs a lot more than that, though. You need thousands to make a cavalry, but he was slowly building a stable up.
I think I'm like looking at the paperwork. If Nothville's next to me, I'm like, I think we can put Red back into business.
Yeah, I think so. It's a hell of a start.
You do see the paperwork on the slaves, and that's when your heart probably sinks. Your children, your 3 boys, are in the pits, as well as 4 or 5 other people that were his that were the siblings of the woman that he was with. So every one of his children are in the pits, except for the 2 that you were with and the 2 that he,
Except for the dicks.
yeah, for the jerks.
Except for the castrate twins.
You
Still
said-
want to do it, but yeah.
So that's where you find out later.
I would like to go see the slaves.
So they nod, and the butler heads you off towards a location near a sealed, like, looks like a sealed door of some kind, and he's like, Lady Langley, is it? Here's your month's payment for the 5 slaves that you have down there. You get maybe like 5 gold. They always work very hard for me. And you keep them straight. I was told that you wanted to see them.
Yes.
And he looks up at the, and you hear like creaking of like an elevator of some kind, and you see like these 3 boys and 2 girls like in chains, and they look like they're very badly malnutrition, and they're like chained together by their necks and their feet, and they kind of like hobble over, and they They yank the chains down to make them fall to their feet. And then he hands the chain over to you. There you are, my lady.
Where are the keys?
He hands you the keys.
I unlock the chains.
Okay. He just looks uncaringly at you unlocking the chains.
They're your property. He doesn't give a shit.
Will that be all, Your Majesty? I mean, your lady?
You may go.
He picks up the chains, puts them in a bucket, and heads off back down the elevator.
I sigh.
They haven't stopped growling at your feet. That's your ladyship. We're here to serve you.
You realize the 3 boys are actually 3 grown adults.
Yeah.
To you, they're still. To most of us, they're still boys.
True.
Most of us are in our hundreds.
I mean, you're looking at probably 35, 40-year-old children, or boys at that point.
Yeah.
The 2 girls are probably still, I don't know.
I'm saying that they're not recognizing you, Emily.
The boys, I know that nobody's going to recognize me. I know that. You may stand.
They slowly stand, but their heads are still bowed down.
You can raise your heads as well. Don't be afraid to look at me. I'm not going to hurt you.
They look at you, and yeah, you can tell that. Yeah, they've been. You've had that same look in your eyes when you look at your girls.
I feel sorry for them. I know what it's like to go through what they've done, what's happened to them.
Are we taking them home with us, or are they going to stay here at this?
They're probably best to stay here, but they need to be, well, better fed and learn a few things other than just what they've had their life so far.
Are you sure? Because your brothers seem like assholes.
I'm actually going to probably agree with you on this one and say they actually need to be piked, but that's besides the point.
I mean,
a guard hears you say something like, say that, and he walks over to you and said, my ladyship, said something about someone needing to be piked.
What's that, piking?
See,
a piking? We're having a piking?
Why didn't anyone tell me?
Oh.
Let me go get my good pike.
I believe first we need to have a trial before we can pike either of them, but they're probably deserving of it.
Who was it that besmirched you, my lady? And me and my guards will take care of it.
By the way,
If you want to capture them and put them in chains, but not pike them yet,
it's been an hour since the last pause.
Majesty of the Queen will judge them and whether or not they shall be piked.
I order them captured at this point.
Okay.
Alright guys, just remember, splitting it up. Again, if you guys are still enjoying, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. This is Strato time! Lord Strato signing out.